and believe in that. And it says trust and let go of fixed plan. I feel like some of you guys are going to have an opportunity come up where you are going to have to actually speak words of how you feel in order to gain this accomplishment. It says you are the breath and listen and connect to your intuition. So, whatever it is that you're feeling, whatever it is that you're thinking, you do need to say exactly as it is. It says allow for spontaneous growth and to let go of a fixed plan and to trust this process. Right now, you're somebody who's setting boundaries and are putting your mind to work. I do see work victory coming up in your future, and I see a love victory coming up in your future. It does say that past life emotions live with you, and you are expressing them and you are releasing more of them. Some of you guys fell out of a love in the past. We have a Nine of Cups in the reverse. This person could have been a little bit moody, to say the least, and a little bit controlling, probably. And I feel like in the past, that person could have put a stop or halt to the dreams that you were trying to accomplish with respect. Even if they didn't realize they were doing that, they were. And that's why you had to let go of a fixed plan for some of you guys. You started to take your power back and realize that you wanted something different for yourself, a different life. And I do believe that you have a new love coming up in your future. Sometimes you question love a little bit, I do think, with the past life emotion living in you. But you have a lot of expression cards and you have a lot of releasing cards. And so I think that a lot of what you guys have to overcome is what you really think and feel and have to say to these people who honestly are just not a part of your life anymore. You have the cosmic ruby in the reverse, so it does not say to be a peace ambassador at this time, or it says that you're not practicing peace at this time. And next to this person, honestly, I don't really think it's necessary to be very peaceful, because if you have a work victory and a love victory coming up and then around it surrounds this past life emotion, this raging person, and don't be peaceful, I feel like more than likely as soon as you get your victory, you might hear from somebody from the past. That's not unlikely. Usually they do try to come back around when you're doing better. And I see the Ace of Swords in the reverse. Somebody doesn't want you to let go. You might be dealing with somebody that's trying to keep you in their life or get you back around into their life. And I see that you've released that person. I see that you don't want to fight with that person anymore. Maybe you do want to find resolution with the person. With the Ace of Swords in the reverse, I just don't feel like you want to fight with anybody anymore. You've been very resistant to follow this new path because it would have required you to be alone and leave all of these people behind. You're not somebody who likes to do that, but you've had a calling and you've been being called forward for a while now, and that's what's happening here, and that's where your victories lie. You have the Eight of Swords here. Some of you are struggling with depression, and that's what you throw yourself into work for. You keep yourself in this little bubble to yourself, a lot of you, and I get that. I do it too. What I can tell you in my experience right now is that recently I recontacted somebody from a year ago. That was really sweet to me. They were really kind to me. I wrote a card for them, and the way that they made me feel was safe and comfortable. I was in this moment, a lot of it. I was crying a lot. My dad died, and I was pushing everybody away. I don't do very good with death, but I did. I ended up pushing everybody away, and I recently recontacted some of the people from that chapter that were really sweet and kind to me, and asked them if they would just be part of my life again, because I'm feeling better, a little bit better. And luckily for me, they said that they would be part of my life again. So that's really important, that if you guys do meet people along the way of this journey, that you keep them around. You're not going to be used to how love feels for some of you guys in general, from friends, from people you don't know. from lovers that actually really love you. It's an unusual feeling for a lot of us. We may not know how to accept or receive it because of these past life emotions that live inside of us. So just like allow yourself to be loved if that's something that's available. That it's the love from these people that's going to help grow you into the new person that you want to be too. A lot of us from the past, we weren't really loved. We were looked at a lot of times like property. That's where Ursula's coming in, in this picture right here. And every time we try to cross outside of the lines of what this person was saying that we could do, we were getting punished pretty much. And a lot of us, that came from even our childhood. Again, you have a new path. You have lots of new paths coming your way. And both of them require a long journey ahead. And it's not going to be easy. Either path that you take in the future, look at those pictures. Those are pretty serious and dangerous looking paths to take if you want to hike. So from what I could see, it's like, yes, we have work victory coming in the future. We even have some celebrations when it comes to friendships and love. But as a light worker, it looks like you're going to be elevating into new territories. And that's what a light worker is somebody who pretty much is a lone rider. And when you learn the meaning of a light worker, it does say that we're down here to fucking break up like false dynamics that are not good for the universe. And so these two paths ahead, and I see that with the resistance path here, maybe a woman is trying to call you guys towards her for some of you. Because you have these two paths, and one of them's a woman calling and saying resistance. So you do have two paths to take. We're going to clarify which one would be the right one to take. Just so that's a little tricky right there. You have the Page of Swords here. And you have the Emperor in the reverse. I'm going to go with the single path personally because the Emperor in the reverse is not a good card. And that's the one that landed on this one with the chick. I wouldn't, and the Page of Swords is fine, but like it's almost like there's like two tricks. It's like, oh, do you want to do the cat that's smirky? Or do you want to be fake crowned? Because that was in the down right, dude. And there's a seductive woman here. I don't like the thought of this woman. If you have a woman in your life who, she's got short hair, that could be a thing. Short hair above her shoulders. She likes to show off her cleavage. I don't know. I don't usually specify off the cards, but like this woman in particular, she obviously has real short hair and she's got hair above her fucking shoulders and she's showing off a lot of cleavage right here. I feel like she's seductive. You have the Emperor in the reverse. So it's saying do not practice peace with this person. I feel like they put the Page of Swords here because the Page of Swords is a minor fight, if any fight at all, on this new path. It looks a little bit like you're like, why the fuck is that cat smiling at me? I'm going with the beautiful woman over here who's like, come here now. But really though, you have, all you have here is just a little fight before you begin this one. And that's with yourself. I think this Page of Swords just indicates a fight that you might have with yourself. And that's probably what's been going on. But in this trust of the new path, it says to trust in your fucking self. It says you are worthy. Aim for what you want and believe in yourself. And it says let go of a fixed plan. Allow for spontaneous growth. I feel like when you're in relationships at this time, it kind of puts you into the Eight of Swords a little bit because you could have a possibility that you date people that are a lot like the abusive parent or the parent that wasn't there, the parent that was controlling. I feel like what I'm picking up here is that when you start love relationships, the person that you date is so much like the person that fucked you over, it triggers you. It's triggering you. And it's making you become who you were in these past life emotions, which is blocking you from your blessings. In order for you to find your true love, which it says that you do have victories coming, but it doesn't come up as to when at this time. It just says that right now at this time, you're working on letting go of a fixed plan. You're working on overcoming depression. You have options coming your way because for some of you, you guys have actually like got yourself out of the environment where these plans were being made. You've maybe separated yourself from the people that you were making the plans with, but the plans are still on your mind. They're pretty fresh as a memory of yesterday, not too long ago. And so right now you're just in that middle zone of like processing the fact that these plans are not going to happen, that you are worthy, and that you can trust that you can make these plans happen still. You are going to go into the depression because it hurts. It hurts because along this journey, you continue to trust. You do what the cards are saying to do. You start to believe you're worthy. You keep pushing forward. For some of you guys, you're overcoming obstacles, barriers, and goals. You're achieving them. But all the while, you can't seem to stop flickering back and forth between this past life emotion or fucking past emotions in general, dude. It's still on your mind. But that's why we're here to do tarot together, so that we can talk about it. A lot of people haven't talked about their story. They even feel like maybe their story is one that's embarrassing or shameful and they can't talk about it. I've learned that too, We've been labeled, bad people because of what we went through. And so for the next couple of months, we're just going to be on here. We're going to be talking about all the fucking most terrible things that you can fucking ever do as a couple. I'll put myself on blast and all my relationships on blast so that you guys can just feel a little bit more comfortable and know that you're really not that fucking different. We're all fucked up, each and every one of us. We just all choose to show it and share it differently. Some people are really good at looking like they don't fuck up at all. Some people can't stop fucking being the center of fuck up attention. But just know that at the end of the day, guys, we all struggle from the same damn shit, bro, and that's the fact. The sooner the world could just start seeing each other as an equal and more of a mindset like this is where that person is at this time in their life, it's going to give everybody the ability to have more of an open mind instead of a narrow mind. And that's really the goal here. It's not really that, this person's doing worse or better. It's just being aware that pretty much there's 10 spots that we can always all be in, and we rotate. Whether we broke, rich, in love, breaking up, somebody dies, somebody's born, somebody's marrying, somebody's divorcing. It's just the fucking rotation of life. We've all been in love before. It's not like this is the first fucking breakup you guys have ever went through. For some of you, maybe it is. And if it is, then you're a smart-ass fucking person for being on tarot already to figure out what to do about it. So give yourself a pat on the back. You guys are all amazing. You have judgment coming for your enemies, or judgment in general. That could be where you guys go through a little bit of a hard time. Still, manifest your dreams and focus on your vision, it says. And it says for your final card, it's a good day to have a good day. Let judgment just work itself out. For those of you who are worried about being judged, then tell on yourself first. Admit your own flaws. Then nobody can hold it against you. That's the scariest thing is like, what are they going to say if they knew? Well, you can't be afraid of anymore of who you are. Just embrace yourself and be the most perfect person that you can be. And don't be too hard on yourself. I'm going to go do another live over on Facebook, but I love you guys and you're amazing. Good morning. Hi, King. I love you.